Snow falling across central Arkansas as another band of winter weather pushes into the natural state. Good afternoon and thanks for choosing Arkansas Today on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Mallory Brooks.
And I am Aaron Nolan. Right now, a lot of winter weather happening all across the natural state, and we're bringing you team coverage from all corners of the natural state as the southern part of Arkansas getting the most snow right now.
Several inches in parts of the state. We want to take a look at the west right now. Snow, sleet, and ice pellets. That's where the winter weather mix is in Arkadelphia today. That system starting to pile up on the city now for about 5 hours.
Yeah, Arkansas Today Shannon Miller saw this storm progress. She was there from the beginning. She joins us now live. Shannon, can you tell us exactly what's going on there and how much are you seeing and what kind of damage is it doing to road conditions?
Well, we've seen several inches of snow pile up over the course of the last few hours. This started as a sleet mixture, and as you can see here on the roadways, has piled up and created quite the accumulation here of snow on the side of the roadways here and all across Arkadelphia. Now, what I want to show you the concern are down trees like this one here that Energy is concerned about, because last week there was that ice system that tore down these trees and they ended up causing power outages and taking down those power lines. This is why Energy has hired companies like ABC Professional Tree Services to work ahead of this storm, trimming those trees close to power lines and remaining on standby to trim back any sort of trees that may start to droop or sag too close to power lines. We followed Ray Rodens and his crew around today. He says all it takes is a little bit of contact to blow transformers.
A lot of limbs hanging over the power line. The more weight on it and the more sleet and rain and snow that falls on it, the heavier it gets, and it's just going to fall and break and start knocking out people's power.
Now, these crews have been working 15-hour days over the last 10 days to trim these trees around Arkansas and help prevent any sort of outages. They say they will stand by here watching these trees and making sure that they are not getting too close to any of the roadways and to any of the power lines, and potentially could be taking down some of those lines and causing any sort of outages like they saw here last week in Arkadelphia. Live in Arkadelphia, Shannon Miller, Arkansas Today.
Shannon, thank you so much. And at last check, Entergy customers, just about 500 customers without power, most of those in Columbia County at this hour. But good to see that Entergy is out there getting those trees taken care of so we don't see any more problems.
Doing what they can all around the natural state, especially there in the southern part of the state. And that's where we are right now seeing most of the travel concerns. As we zoom in on our iDrive Arkansas app, you can see most of the bad areas are in Pine Bluff. Purple is meaning covered roads. So right now, again, the most treacherous road conditions are in the southern part. You can actually see that line that is starting to develop because of the snow.
And right now we want to head to Pine Bluff, where the snow has been coming down for the past few hours. As you can see, Josh Berry joining us live in the snow. Good afternoon to you, Josh.
Yeah, hey Mallory, Aaron, of course the heavy snow has fallen here in Pine Bluff for about the past hour and a half. We saw it all the way from Little Rock along I-530 into town. In addition to the traffic concerns, one of the other concerns, of course, visibility. You're looking past Highway 63 that goes around the southeast part of Pine Bluff, and it's harder to see past several hundred yards. So if you do have to get out, just take it really slow, be careful. Of course, on the road conditions along I-530 and the way into town, snow did accumulate. We saw several accidents with cars either sliding into the median or off onto the shoulder, so you want to watch for the slick spots out there where traffic hasn't pushed the snow out of the way. To give you an idea of what can accumulate, we're standing in a parking lot. You can see the snow on the ground here. It's making for dangerous conditions, but it all depends on how you look at it here. Of course, you want to take it slow if you're out there, but there are plenty of people that are enjoying the snow out here. I think these guys are from across the street at the Toyota dealership having a blast out in this Pines Mall parking lot. This is a good, safe place to try and do something like this. We don't recommend it, but these guys just taking the day off, it seems like. I don't imagine there's a lot of people out trying to buy cars right now, so they're coming across the street and giving us a show over here. So if you do get out, be careful, take it slow. We're going to continue to keep you updated throughout the day. Until then, we are live in Pine Bluff. Josh Berry for Arkansas Today.
Josh, thank you. Be safe out there with all the
Yes.
cars. We don't want them to slip and get too close to you. Of course, we want you to be safe on the roads. We've just learned that state offices are closing in the central Arkansas area, so be safe if you are headed home for the day. But we do want to tell you that winter weather is hitting across the state, especially like you said in the southern part of the state.
Yeah, Monticello, one of those cities that is being hit hardest right now. Stephanie Sharp is live from Monticello. Stephanie, what are you seeing right now from that part of Arkansas? Still waiting to get There's Stephanie. Stephanie, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Yeah, we are here live this afternoon in Monticello, where it's a different sight from this morning. As you can see, it is snowing, and this morning it wasn't snowing, and it is really gathering up on the ground here, and it's just a heavy snow. This morning, whenever we first got here, it was rain and slush, but now it's turned to snow, and as you can see over here on the roadways, it's really picking up on the roads. I spoke with the Drew County Sheriff's Office earlier this morning, and they said they even had a UPS truck flip over because the roads here are getting to be so bad because of that rain, that slush, now that snow. So also, Drew County Sheriff's Department told me to remind everyone, if you have to get out today, be extra careful. If you don't have to, stay at home. It's the safest place that you can be today. Another crew that's preparing for this winter weather over here, it's actually energy crews. Just in case this winter storm brings any power outages, Entergy tweeted at me earlier this morning saying that crews are here in place in Monticello, prepared for power outages. So everyone is getting ready for this winter storm that is quickly upon us here right now in Monticello. Again, like the Drew County Sheriff's Department wants to remind folks, if you don't have to get out, don't stay at home. It's a much safer place to be today. Reporting live in Monticello, Stephanie Sharp. I'll send it back to you.
Stephanie, thank you. And heading to the capital city, Little Rock not hit as hard as the southern part of the state, but the snow has still been coming down for the past hour or so. Pretty heavy snow at this hour.
Yeah, right now, here's a picture of the state capitol. You can actually see snow gathering on the dome of the state capitol. So snow is here in the central part, is where that is exactly where Marcy Manley is joining us with more. Marcy, good afternoon. What are you seeing right now on those roads? Is a lot of the folks really trying to get away from the capitol because state offices have now closed?
Yeah, that's right. We're still seeing these big fat flakes falling like they have been for the past hour and a half. But as you can see here, road conditions still moving along pretty well at this hour. Now, we are seeing an uptick in volume around the Martin Luther King Jr. Drive area. That's what you're looking at in front of the Capitol. And many of those people are likely leaving their state jobs who are non-essential personnel. But it is also the lunch hour, so a lot of people might be moving around for that. But this is about the largest volume that we've seen kind of coming onto I-630 at this point. But traffic moving pretty much at a steady pace on I-630. We've seen several Arkansas Highway Department trucks moving along with sand and salt loaded on. And as far as sticking, it is sticking to the ground, but it's really light. It's not even enough to make a snowball at this point. Not seeing much sticking on pavement and parking lots. So moving along, but people are taking it a little bit slower as a caution, it seems like, which might not be a bad idea. Live in Little Rock, I'm Marcy Manley. Back to you.
Marcy, thank you so much. Still to come on Arkansas today, the snow is still coming down, and we have more live reports throughout the hour.
Yep, this is back in Pine Bluff as some folks are having fun in a parking lot. Want to let you know that there are no cars around. Again, in Pine Bluff, some folks having fun on snowy parking lots.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to be doing that out there today, but sure does look like fun. We have heavy snow moving in Pine Bluff. That's where that was located right there. Talking about heavy snow all across the southern half of the state. Your full forecast coming up when we return.
KARK